Episode 6, The Betrayal within the Bronze Plate Guild, had never been silent. Even in its calmest hours, there was always movement. Training, forging, voices layered over steel and stone, but today, the silence felt wrong. A shift in the air. Darren noticed it first, not with his eyes, but with instinct. Something's off. Leo didn't look up from the console beside him. That's not helpful. No, Darren replied, scanning the courtyard. It's accurate. Soren stood still at the edge of the platform, watching nothing. Or perhaps something no one else could see. We're being moved, he said quietly. Darren turned. Moved where? Soren's gaze didn't shift. Somewhere we're not supposed to survive. The mission assignment. The announcement came moments later. A routine deployment, at least. That's how it was presented. A lower sector operation beneath Orion's citadel. System disturbance. Rogue drones, minimal risk, assigned team. The three brothers, a mixed unit of mid-tier guild members. Too convenient, too precise. Leah frowned as the data loaded. These readings don't match a low-risk zone. Darren didn't respond. He already knew. Descent. The lower corridors were older than the city above. Cold, unmaintained, forgotten. The deeper they went, the quieter it became. Even the machines were silent. No signal. Leo muttered, "That's not normal." Soren slowed. "They're here." "Where?" Darren asked. Soren's voice dropped. "Waiting." The trap springs. The lights died. Total darkness. Then red. Dozens of eyes ignited in the void. Not scattered, not random. Organized. "This isn't a malfunction," Leo said sharply. "This is controlled." The drones moved. Not like machines, but like something that had learned how to hunt. Isolation. The squad split instantly. Not by choice, by force. Corridor gates slammed shut between them. The brothers were separated from the rest. Darren struck the door. No response. "We've been cut off." Leo's device flickered violently. Someone rerouted the system from above. Silence. Then Soren spoke. Not someone. A pause. Someone who knew we'd be here. Above the citadel, in the higher chamber, far from the battlefield, a figure stood before a dim-lit console, watching, unmoved. A guild officer, high-ranking, untouched by suspicion. Let's see what the Founder's bloodline truly is. He didn't smile. He didn't need to. Below the breaking point, the drones advanced in waves. Faster, smarter, relentless. Darren held the front. Every strike deliberate, controlled. Leo adapted, rewriting fragments of code mid-combat, forcing hesitation into the swarm. Soren moved through shadows, never where the attack landed, always where it wasn't. But it wasn't enough.
They weren't meant to win. The moment before collapse. Darren dropped to one knee. Too many, too fast. Even Leo's systems began to fail. Sparks burst from his device. Soren paused, for the first time uncertain. Then he moved from the far end of the corridor. A single step, no sound of armor, no declaration, just presence. A drone lunged. It fell before it reached him. No wasted motion, no visible strain. Just completion. What they witnessed. Darren watched in silence. Leo stopped thinking. Soren understood something he couldn't name. The end of the ambush. Within moments, it was over. The drones collapsed. The system flickered back. Silence returned. But it was no longer empty. It was heavy. Aftermath. Thomas turned toward them, not as a savior, not as a warrior, just as a man who had arrived. When needed, you're not hurt. Darren stood slowly. That wasn't a low-risk mission. No, Thomas replied calmly. Leo stepped forward. Someone set us up. Thomas didn't deny it. He simply said, "Then now we know." Above the observer, the guild officer stared at the now dark feed. No reaction, but his hand tightened slightly. So it's true. Final scene. Back in the Citadel, nothing was announced. No accusations, no exposure. But something had changed. The bureau did not speak of it. Yet everyone felt it. Great final lied. The betrayal was not in the attack. It was in the silence of double. As if the truth had been seen. Ein delivered great love by spoken.
Ex, he,